What is going on YouTube? Hit it back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, we are still doing our crypto coin display giveaway. All you have to do to enter is comment your favorite cryptocurrency down below, as well as comment subscribed, as I will be checking. And if you're not subscribed, you won't win. Drawing will be on Sunday, so stay tuned for Sunday's episode. And more importantly, what we're going to be covering in today's episode is the recent problem zones we're kind of facing within some of these major cryptocurrencies. XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin have all over the past, I'd say 2 days, retested its top price ceiling, its resistances, and we're actually starting to correct lower. Now, we discussed in depth the past couple of days that if we were to close the daily above those resistance levels, we would be buying in for a big leverage to the upside. Well, it seems like we got rejected from that top resistance level and have actually fallen down to our 4-hour moving averages. You can see it pretty much here, clear as can be, and we have to go over this and discuss it with you guys, kind of figuring out when the next buy-in opportunity is, what we're going to be doing in the interim, and how we can hopefully make some profit off of these moves. I know a lot of people are definitely up in the air trying to figure this out, but hopefully I can help you out with this. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's jump into today's video. Now guys, before we start, I definitely want to talk about what exactly is going on here. So Budweiser uses $120K to purchase fan art, NFT, and the beer.ethereum domain. Now, I am just recently trying to wrap my head around the NFT markets as well as beer.ethereum domains or .ethereum domains. Hopefully you guys can help me out with this. Now, I'm definitely new to here and still trying to understand the whole process of why NFTs are valuable. I can kind of understand the principle with it, consider it like, you know, collecting Pokemon cards or baseball cards. You know, there's only a few really rare ones, and if you get those, you can make a lot of money. But I feel like it's well known within baseball and within, you know, like Pokemon cards, which one have the most value, and it's basically just trying to get those, you know, limited edition cards. But with NFTs, anyone can create them and anyone can, you know, create these NFTs. So what's giving it its value? It's really just pure speculation as to which one could potentially be the next run, I guess. There's really no outside factor that's saying these are going to be the cards that are extremely collectible because there's only, you know, 4 made. Anyone can make NFTs and only create 4 for one specific type, but that doesn't give it value. So it's very interesting. I'm trying to understand it. I've been on and off about whether or not to buy an NFT and thinking that maybe it'll make me some money in the future, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like a logical thing to just spend 4 or 10 grand on hoping somebody puts in a bid that's higher with the off chance that you don't, and then you're left with this digital copy of something that doesn't have any particular value. Or if cryptocurrency falls in value, you're kind of screwed over there too. But who knows? Hopefully you guys can answer that in the comments down below and help me wrap my head around this whole NFT market here. Now, according to records, the OpenSea marketplace beer producer purchased a Budweiser NFT for $25,000. Like, why choose to buy for 25? Why not just offer $500? I don't understand. And the company used a life of the party image featuring 3 beer cans making a body of a rocket ship. It blows my mind. The other thing is that acknowledging the NFT creator, Budweiser seems to be taking another step in the crypto and blockchain space with the latest purchase. On the 11th, they bought a domain name beer.ethereum on the name service on OpenSea for 30 Ethereum. So I guess we'll have to explore OpenSea and see how we can buy Ethereum domains. Very interesting. Just thought I'd update you guys with the crazy news that's coming around with, you know, within these spaces. Now, in regards to the top 10 cryptocurrencies, volume's dropping. About 0.54%, really not seeing a big drop compared to yesterday, but cryptos are definitely down. We're seeing a few percentage drops. It's not really something too crazy to get overworked about or worked up about, and we are kind of consolidating down right now. And there are some cryptocurrencies like Cardano and Binance Coin that are exploding in value. It still blows my mind that Binance is even at $486. Remember when it was 10 cents? Absolutely insane. But more importantly, to dive into these cryptos, really the main focus of today's episode, just showing you guys through these here, is the worry that some people are starting to face. Now, obviously, we said it, and I'll say it again within Cardano. When Cardano was reaching into all-time highs, once again becoming overextended, at some point, it makes sense for us to consolidate back down. A run like this can't be sustained unless there's some sort of correction that will allow it to pump higher. And you can see the last time we made the run, we retested the same level we're at now, pretty much identifying the fact that there could be this off chance we reverse to the upside again. Now, the 4 hour is obviously extremely overextended, and we could come back down to retesting somewhere closer to $2.30 within Cardano. But what I'm looking at as for the next buying opportunity is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Now, you can see that XRP is the only chart that I'm starting to notice that has a slightly more extended uptrend. You can see right here. Then something like Ethereum or Bitcoin, and Ethereum seems to have deleted my line, but not a big deal. And I'll show you guys why. So the thing with XRP is when you jump to its 4 hour, understand what exactly we are doing. We're actually kind of neck and neck within our supports. You can see once we exploded back up, we moved our 4 hour moving averages here. And there's a chance we could, reverse right off this support as we've done continuously here, as we've done since early, July or mid-July, and we've been able to bounce off here and use it as a means of support that will help us break bullish. And as you guys know, I did say in confirmation that if we break through this top resistance here, let's say we close at $1.40, we know to buy in, anticipating big volume to surge us to the upside. And it seems like we're not really having it seems like we're having trouble breaking down, and I'm not worried about this. It is allowing us to consolidate from, the times where we were extremely overbought. We were at 85. Now we're currently trading at 56. So we look really good in the fact that we are consolidating and lowering ourselves. But in regards to what will I say to buy in, I mean, you guys can clearly see here, there's a big symmetrical triangle forming on XRP. And we know that now that it's hitting this resistance, which is continuously broken down, and you can see we're kind of doing the same thing here, it almost makes me want to say that, yeah, we're probably going to see us fill out this gap here before we see the big run. Or we could see it a little sooner. Maybe we consolidate here and then we break up. We also decided to draw on Elliott waves to help us base better technical analysis for the way these indicators look. And you can see from the start we have our first, second, third. We're looking for 4 and 5 to fill in this Elliott wave gap here, which would signal potentially correcting back down to bottom support here. Obviously, I don't want to get my emotions taking, a hold of me and saying, yeah, we're probably going to correct lower. That's probably what we're going to be looking for. But when you start to base judgment on these other cryptos here, and you look at Ethereum and you pull up its 4 hour, you can see kind of what's happening now. So you can see there's kind of this uptrend that's been circling on the Ethereum price, which is pretty much neck and neck with its, 4 hour moving averages and support, allowing it to slowly wave itself up higher. And as you guys can see, it doesn't show that we are going to be breaching through it anytime soon, actually using it as a support to battle the top resistances. And there's a big chance we could break through these very soon. It's also looking at, Bitcoin here. This is another crypto that I want to talk about. Looking at Bitcoin, you can see this has probably the best daily support levels and uptrends, clearly creating higher low formations, and the best 4 hour support levels, clearly showing you guys that there is a higher low formation, and it's beautifully synced with its 4 hour moving average. I wish the XRP and Ethereum charts were all like that, because they don't mimic the way Bitcoin looks. This is clear as day that we're still on track with the uptrend. We're still creating higher lows. We're still bouncing on bottom supports, and we're still intertwined with this 4 hour moving average, which is slowly allowing ourselves to help, correct to the upside. Now, the great thing is, notice each time we became overbought, or we were at a high point and we corrected lower, we were retesting overbought. Notice right here in August 1st, we were overbought. We consolidated all the way back down to oversold in the 4 hour before we rallied back up again to overbought, which allowed us to consolidate, shot back up, consolidated back down to our bottom support here, lowering ourselves all the way to oversold. And then we shot up again, and now back down to almost oversold. So the same thing is continuously happening, which is a sign that now we have the volume needed and the space needed to potentially retest that resistance again. So what exactly are we doing? Well, I said many times over yesterday and the day before, we're not buying into these cryptos until we see confirmation of either a breach below our uptrend or a breach above our resistance. And if we can confirm a breach above that resistance for Bitcoin, let's say closer to, we close at 52K. or, you know, I said 50,800. We can extend it up to 51,000. Let's just stay it at that, leave it at that. 51K, we close there. Maybe 50,800, we close there. That's when we buy in. So we go over to BitYard, we leverage trade it, literally clicking on market. We'll put in a leverage of maybe 15 times, something not as, you know, crazy. We put in a 2,000 leverage, and if by chance Bitcoin closes the daily above that resistance level, and, you know, we just need a confirmation of it closing above like 50.8. And if it does, it's probably going to close somewhere up closer to a 51K, but that will give us enough opportunity to buy in long here and leverage to the upside. You can even see clear as day here on the support level that there's a clear, on the trading view chart on BitYard, which I linked in the description, there's a clear uptrend here. And notice how it's been reacting with its past. Every single time it's managed to breach upwards, it comes back down very close to its 20-day moving average, which allows us to pump even higher. So we're almost in the same exact scenario, or we are in the same exact scenario we've had, continuously creating these higher lows, which would hopefully allow us to stair step back to the upside. Now, there still is resistances here that we're trying to find. You can probably cap it, not necessarily there. I'd say closer to 50K. Bingo, right there. So I'll draw it on for you guys so you guys can see kind of right where that reversal took place here. Boom. You can see where the problems are up here. We draw an uptrend, clear as day, with the trend line up, and you can kind of see what we're dealing with. Let me extend that. That was terrible, just like here. So now you can see that there still is the ascending triangle. We did not breach any lower than we've had in the past, and it's actually allowing us to retest bottom support to eventually climb back up and retest the top resistance. So I'm waiting for, and I know you guys don't like when I say this, but I'm waiting for the confirmation of Bitcoin to either close us below this uptrend, close us somewhere near like $45,000, 45.5. That would be ideal. Maybe, yeah, 45K to 45.5, closing us up below this uptrend here, which would signal a drop. If we close below 45.5, it would signal that, okay, we're breaching bearish and we're going to close back down here. And you can see once again, then it's pretty much confirming that our Elliott wave is true by just drawing this. You can kind of see the way the Elliott wave is forming. 2, 3, we're waiting for 4, and then 5. So we just finished the first one. We just finished second. We finished the third. Now we're looking for a fourth and then a fifth and that is if we close below this uptrend here, confirming a short opportunity. Same thing applies itself with XRP. This one looks a little more stagnant here. It seems like it got a little more overhyped than necessary, but you can see once again, there still is that 4 and then 5 right here. I'll draw it for you guys with the Elliott wave, something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can see it kind of uses this as its uptrend rather than something more steep. But if we can confirm breaches below this, which is why I'm relying on these other cryptocurrencies to help me decide, then we'll know to short it. You could see XRP's 4-hour is kind of interesting. It is currently retesting its bottom support. I can't really extend it up. It doesn't like sync well. I could. I mean, it doesn't hurt. Something like that. And then ultimately, if it can close below this 4-hour moving average, we can expect to see it tumble over. So it's really looking at the 4-hour moving averages. It's looking at the daily to basically help judge when this is going to break. This is kind of ideally the same pattern now that would apply to Ethereum, to Bitcoin, to not necessarily Cardano, but those other major cryptos. And if we can confirm closing below here, we know to short it quite a whiles. But that's pretty much it, guys. S&P 500 looks great. Once again, pumping even higher, and I expect to see today go even higher. So very excited to see the way these markets are trading. There's a lot of speculation that there's going to be another dump within the S&P 500 and the economy. So we'll see how that trends go. But in the course of like a month of just leaving money in the S&P 500 and mutual funds, it's grossed over $10,000. So if there is going to be a dip, I'm not necessarily too worried. We've caught up with our moving averages here, breaching outside major, resistances. So we'll see how we go. Maybe a big dump would let us, climb back inside here. I don't know. But that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button, join the giveaway by commenting down below, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.